We took on one of the biggest projects of my life, and we did it. Fully rebuilt Glastron CV16 in 30 days. Let's get into it. I just want to shout out all of the resin and fiberglass that we used in this project was thanks to True Composites. Today what we're using is structural polyester bonding putty. We're going to use this in the front section. We're going to mount the front board there, so the floor. So we're going to put basically a big string of putty down the stringer, and then we're going to putty it in on the side, so it's going to be pretty solid. I have to go get a 45-pound plate. We're going to put that on top of it just to hold it down. Whatever we have left over, if it's not cured, we're going to fill in the gap back here and make this a nice little edge. We'll use our little putty knives to make this a nice little edge for the when we put the cap back together. Put some gloves on. Get that. So the way I calculate this is 16 ounces is 1 pint, which is 10 cc's. So we're gonna do 32 in here, and then we're gonna mix up 20 cc's. Let that cure. I'm gonna mix up another batch of resin or another putty, and we're gonna putty the corners, get this done. Got the floor curing up there. Let that sit, not touching it. We're gonna let that cure nice. We're going to sand down the edges. We're going to fill in a little bit more with maybe thickened resin, just vinyl ester resin, just to make it look a little bit prettier, and then a little smoother transition for glass in the front. We're going to run a few layers of glass just on the hull throughout the floor just to seal that in. And then once that's cured, we're going to work on this floor. But for right now, while that's curing, we're going to work on with more putty since we have it out. So right now we're going to fill these gaps with putty, and then we're gonna let that cure. We're gonna make it look as pretty as possible. So good. I gotta do one more little section. This putty is not cured yet, so let's use this or something else. All right, got some main objectives today. Number one, we're going to be finishing the cap. So we're gonna actually start riveting this back in. I'm probably gonna have to re-glass some of this, but it's working, so. All right, so check this out. Before we go any further, the rub rail is on, riveted in. We screwed this into the transom. It looks good. It's starting to look like a boat again. Gonna make a template here for the base of the seats with popsicle sticks and hot glue. So what do you think?
Yeah, I think that's good.
All right, so what we ended up doing is, here's the old seat bases, and it's hard to tell here, but this is the side against the wall. So this is against the wall of the boat. So we measured 6.5 inches here. So we're gonna make the base 6.5 inches, and we're putting the quick connect base on it. And here are the seats we're gonna go with. These are from Boat Outfitters. They're freaking gorgeous. These are easily the nicest seats I've ever seen for a boat. So this mixed with the vinyl floor, and we also got some bolster cushions for the sides. This boat is gonna look unbelievable when we're done. All right, fellow Glastron owners, check this out. So, I don't know if you could see this, but there's little foam sections here. I have no idea why they did this. Honestly, it doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, we're gonna cut some of this foam out and just glass underneath it just to get a nice structure here. We're gonna do 2 layers, probably of 1708 on the inside, and then we're gonna end up grinding this back down and making this look a little bit better here. We just do that, and then we'll use we gotta get it smoother than that actually, but we'll get block sander and we'll make this real nice, and then we're gonna use fairing compound to make it the final touch, and then we'll go and gel coat this glassing in the front section here. So I made a triangle cutout. I cut it into 4 sections. Front's done. All those white spots, those are that's actually some putty just left over on the Kusa, so we have no air bubbles. That's why I like using a roller. You can get all the air bubbles out. So front's done. Let's let that cure. Might throw some heat on it, I'm not sure yet, and then we'll work on the back. Guys, I'm done. Oh my god. How good does that feel? The last, besides the seat bases, that was the last glass work I have to do on this boat. Oh man. But the floor is completely glassed in. Front needs to cure, back needs to cure, and we are in really, really good shape. We're gonna get this boat covered with this tarp because it looks like it's gonna rain. Clean up real quick. Let's move the cover, and we will maybe work on the seat bases once I get everything cleaned up. That is a wrap. That feels so good to say that. Oh my gosh. Oh, I feel so accomplished right now. Guys, it's glassed in. It's glassed in. The boat is back together. The boat is back together. Exactly what I wanted to get accomplished today is I got accomplished. We glassed the side, so the sides are super strong. I was sitting on this one before. You're not breaking that. We did the whole rub rail and the back part here. This doesn't look fantastic. I had to use self-tapping screws. I couldn't get the rivets in there, so those will work. It's really strong. And then we glassed the front part in, glassed the back part in, and then my dad made the bases. So here's all the bases. This is the left side, this is the right side. And from there, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the structural repair putty from True Composites, and we're just gonna putty it all together, 4 corners, and we're gonna use self-tapping screws in there to hold it all together. And yeah, that'll pretty much be the base. And like I said, we'll test fit the base there. We'll sand if we need to, but we're really gonna be using putty, so I don't really think it needs to be perfect. I might need to get 1 more quart of putty to do this, but that's really it, man. I mean, like, from a structure standpoint, we're glassed out, man. Glassed out, baby. Love that. I gotta clean up a lot of stuff, so Still got to get the motor on, jack plate, steering, seats, and then the gas tank up front. Put the seat bases together, labeled each one when it was in the boat, and then we did self-tapping screws just to hold it together, the two of them. The ball curing with some thickened resin, and then we're gonna put it in the boat with putty around the edges to seat it in after we put those self-tapping T-nuts inside for the seats, and then we'll get it to the spot we want it to go. It turned out pretty good. I think they look good.
Not bad.
Nice. Alright, so we got our bases marked out. I don't know if you can see, we got them marked out where we want them. We test fitted it with the floor, with the seats we're using. So here's the seat. So we did that and we marked out, and we, I'll just show you, we drilled holes in these for the base mount, and then we put the T-nuts on the back, which will be glassed in and held in by the screw. They're stainless, so it should work. What we're doing now is we're gonna putty these in, make some more putty, make it with some Cavasil and True Composites vinyl ester resin, and then we're gonna bed it in there and then fiberglass it. Got the bases in, they're curing. Gonna fiberglass them tomorrow and gel coat the rest. But that looks good. We got this lined up. What did we do? We measured off the edge of the hull, and they're pretty much the same on each side. And then we measured off the old bolt holes, which are a little actually off center. And then we centered it in the center of the hull at the bottom using the chines. Alright, now I gotta use 5200 and seal this up. Let me just drill this other hole first. I'm not gonna be able to when this is on. We drilled out the splash well hole.
The inside.
They both flare.
The inside's flared?
They both end up flaring.
Oh.
Alright, we're gonna mount the jack plate now. This, see that? Yeah, I have the nuts. I'll let you know when I'm good. Good.
Tell me when.
Good.
All right.
It's all mounted. That seat's on. It's looking good, actually. It's almost done, right? Made some serious progress today. Got the tarp on because it's supposed to rain tonight. Got the jack plate all on. Sides are curing. Got the floor glassed in and all done. Got the seats in, curing. We're gonna let it cure overnight. Good to go. And we gotta put the steering on, put the motor on, and then we got to finish the floor. All right, boys. We got 20 minutes this morning. Gotta go quick to do. We're gonna be doing tabs and fiberglassing these pedestals for the seats. All right, so we got all the hard edges ground down, but we're just gonna tab it and then we're gonna paint over it. So it doesn't have to be anything crazy. All right, just want to call out, thank you True Composites. This vinyl ester resin has been a dream to work with. This whole boat is made of pretty much 8 gallons of vinyl ester resin, and then the rolls of fiberglass that True Composites also sent me. They have been an absolute pleasure to work with. And then we got our seats, our seat bases. These are going to go on top of that. So these are the quick disconnect seat bases. These are from Boat Outfitters. Boat Outfitters also provided us these amazing looking gray and slate gray and gray. They're like a marble gray color seats. These are gonna look so good on this boat. I cannot wait. We had it mocked up yesterday and it looks so amazing. Okay, forgot to hit record here, but we got a layer of bilge paint on. It looks really, really good. One takeaway that I would say for this stuff is definitely sand down more. I sanded down, and I thought it'd be good the way it is. There's some creases in the 1708 where they meet, and I definitely didn't sand it down enough. It looks really good, but like you can see right here, there's a seam. I don't know if I'm gonna do 1 or 2 coats of this. This is 1 coat laid down right now. Let this cure. It's epoxy bilge paint. We'll let this cure. If this, I feel like if this looks good, this will seal it in. Plus, we're gonna have the carpet and a vinyl floor over this, so I don't think I need anything more. So let's let this cure overnight. All right, we got some rain today. Unfortunately, this is a day where it would be perfect to work on this boat, put the motor on, maybe get the hydraulic steering going, sand down some of the floor again, put 1 more coat of the epoxy, and then mount the seats in there. With the rain, it's gonna stop me a little bit from some of the stuff I do. I still think I can mount the motor back here, so that's one thing that I'm considering doing. Big moment here. Motor's going on the back. My dad's helping me put the bases on. The rear of this boat sits too low when we're on the back of the driveway. So we're going to just turn this around real quick, and then we'll mount the motor. The interior won't get wet now. I'm curious what that seat looks like in there. Should I put it in? Yeah. It's gonna look good.
There it is.
Oh,
Look,
wow.
it even spins.
It spins.
You got enough room.
It's nice. Right? How's that look?
What color floor are you putting down?
Gray.
Same? Same as the
It's
floor
gonna be similar
now?
to this. Look at that.
Look how much it spins.
It's kind of nice.
It's better than our boat.
You can look back. You can actually sit and face people.
Yeah, it's not like ours.
That's cool.
Put a braid part or something there.
Why? This thing is nice, isn't it?
The motor?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Especially these covers, like this thing is clean. It ran good. I don't know if you remember, do you?
Yeah, I do.
With the other Glastron? Yeah, I know. I can try, and then if it's not wanted, it's fine. I'm Hercules Mini. How come Bobby's so much taller than me?
I don't know.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, where'd he get the height from?
I don't know. How are you gonna get it on there?
Oh, this one's tight too. Motor is free off the stand. Right there. Let me tighten this one and I'll see. How good does that feel? Holy shit. Look at that. What do you think? Well, it's a motor. That's wild, huh? It's on by itself. And I gotta trim it down, but the height might be perfect. So when I trim this thing all the way down right now, that should line up pretty much even with the bottom of the boat. And that's how you know you're the right height. So it should be pretty close. And if I have to, I could adjust it down, but this is almost as high as it can go. It's actually looking like a boat. All right, so we're just test fitting the seats. So the cool thing about these seats is these are quick connect seats. So you have this plastic piece that clamps onto the boat. So for us, what we did is we basically built a box out of Kusa, and we used T-nuts, and then we used screws that threaded into them. So before we built this base, we drilled the holes and put the T-nuts in there. And we like this quick disconnect because in the winter you could take the seats out and store them inside. And you can also, like for us right now, we're finishing the floor, so we're gonna take these seats back out. But it's cool that we can just mock them up and see what they look like. That's it. I'll take my shoes off and sit in it. Let's see. Oh, it's nice and roomy in here. Oh yeah, this is perfect. I feel like I have the perfect amount of room because the steering wheel probably come out to here, and I'm gonna mount the controls. I might have to take this trim box off to put the controls up here. That's actually a cool feature.
Like the other one.
You can actually spin these all the way around to sit with your... Like, there's a lot of room in here for activities.
You put a ping pong table.
Maybe put a ping pong table, maybe play some poker. The bench seat will probably come out to what, here? So we're gonna have a, like, this looks a lot bigger, roomier than the other boat, doesn't it? Like, there's a lot of room in here. Nice. This is my first time standing in the boat like this, not working. Just looking around, taking it all in.
Two things there.
Look at how nice these seats look, Dad. It's cool looking. I'm obsessed with these seats. just wait till the floor and everything's finished, and we clean everything up. Like, it's dusty. You can't even appreciate the boat yet. And then the bolster's going on. So yeah, I got a link in description for these from Boat Outfitters. Go check them out.
Beautiful chairs.
He approves them. I actually really liked, and we didn't even plan this out, that they could spin all the way around so you could see what the other people are doing in the boat. I actually think that's really cool. I gotta be able to go full throttle and reverse. So we're gonna have to see. First look.
They're really nice.
How nice are these seats?
They're really nice.
Oh my god.
They look good.
And check out the motor. Come here. First time on the boat.
Yay.
It looks good though, right?
It looks like a boat again.
It actually looks like a boat again.
Really
Seats,
nice.
like these seats make the whole look of the boat.
Yeah, they really do.
And you know, want to see a really cool feature?
Yeah.
Both of them completely spin around. So now when we're out in the water, we can all hang out and look at each other.
They're
Like,
actually really nice.
those seats are unbelievable. It's really nice.
They're really
They're
nice.
really nice seats. All right, this might be one of the weirdest things I've ever done, but like, I just came over to this motor and I went to go just put this cap back on the flywheel because the puller was on there, and I get like a whiff of the motor, and it smells good. Like, guys, last night I was doing a ton of research on this, but I really want to drill 1-inch holes in the exhaust right here. And I know a lot of people are gonna say not to do it, don't do it, but I really want to do it. This motor is almost too nice to really do anything like that too. It's like, this motor is so freaking nice. We're gonna go shifter, throttle cable right here. We're gonna have to put all this stuff back on. It looks like just like yesterday. I feel like I just took all this back off. Hey guys, remember these? Yeah, I just took these off of the other boat. Time to put them back on. We'll do one at a time. So we'll start with the power wire. What we do is, when you're sitting here, where do you want the controls? That should be good. Reverse gets a little dicey just because it's so close, but I don't really have another option here. Here's the main power. Yup. Let me just get you in here. I think the ground goes here. I think, if I remember correctly, ground goes here, hot goes here, and then the main power wire here, and then we have our trim here. I'll just make sure I get the right ones. I should put some dielectric grease on this. I will later on. Let's just... Here's the green, the blue, in, main power wire in. They're both 1/2 inch. Okay. This one goes here. Make sure we're neutral. Yep, we're in neutral. All right, so when you're doing this, there's a nut on the back here that you want to make sure doesn't fall out with the spring. You'll see when you take it apart, but if you do have to do controls on these boats, or these outboards, I should say, these kind of are a pain in the butt, but all you do is just put your finger on the back, catch the, I'll show you, catch this nut, and all you want to do is, oh, I dropped the spring. Don't do exactly what I just did. I'll put this back in that hole. Put the nut in there. The nut fits in there, so you actually don't even have to take this thing all apart. Just do, just hang it right over the bolt, or the, there you go. But here's your adjustment screws for all of your timing. So all of these screws on this throttle arm attached to the trigger up here, which I replaced. So you can make any adjustments that you need to with all of these, and then you can link and sync your carbs. So basically, I'll go forward, I'll put the boat in full throttle, and what you want to see is that this is wide open. So that's what you want to see, all the way up. So use a reference point. I'm looking at this nut. It's in line with this nut. So let me go hit full throttle. And it is in line with the nut. So we got full throttle. Butterflies should be wide open. So that's pretty much it. I screwed up today. I think it was partially the motor's fault, just for being a little older, but check this out. So I actually snapped off this connector here for the starter solenoid. I just ordered an Amazon starter solenoid. Oh my goodness. Controls on. Everything is on. It's messy. These leaves will not stop falling. Get off of my boat. It looks so good. This boat is so nice. CV. So these are set up to pop out from the back. So all you do is put your hand there, push down on the tab, and this is out. That's literally it. All right, here we go. Clean you off. All right, so we got the floor completely coated. It looks really good. We did a second layer of epoxy paint. This was probably the most rewarding project I've ever done in my entire life. So I'm so stoked that you guys are here for the ride. But yeah, here's a quick look. It's got the tarp on it, but it looks really, really good. Wow. Put that right in the center. Oh yeah, dude. This thing's gonna be a friggin' monster. So we're using the 135 for now. Don't get mad at me. We're gonna use the Mariner because I know it runs good. I did all the service to it. But we also have the GT 150. I just ordered spark plugs for it. So this is also a motor that's an option. If the boat performs how I want it to perform with the Mariner, we'll probably leave the Mariner on the back of it. If it doesn't, and I get a lot of comments from everyone saying they want to see head-to-head Johnson GT 150, so OMC versus Mariner, I'll take that motor off and we'll put this on. The last and final step here, putting on the steering wheel. Smooth, extremely smooth. I gotta zip tie those lines down, and that's it. Call it a day. Look at that. Yo, that's nice. Check it out. I can do it with one finger. One finger. Nice. All right, we're good to go. So Vever, give them a shot, guys. Honestly, you pay a lot of money for the higher priced hydraulic steering. This one is just as good. Same components. My buddy has the some of the other ones. I forget the brand name that he has, but it's one of the, he said he spent like $1,000 to $2,000 on it. This one's very affordable. I'll put the link in description. Go check them out, guys. It's worth it. These Vever steerings. This is the 150 horsepower. They make one that goes up to 300 horsepower. But for now, we're gonna clean up the floor, make a template for the vinyl floor, And then we'll cut out the vinyl floor, put that around all of this, and then we're gonna put rug on the sides. Outside of that, I'm gonna work on the motor right now. I broke the starter solenoid yesterday. It was really brittle from age, so we're gonna replace the starter solenoid now. Start this thing on the hose, see how it runs, since we haven't started it in a few months. And yeah, we'll see how that runs. First check of the trim. I'm not getting trimmed down. Are you on?
Yeah.
Trim
down?
Trim up works, trim down doesn't. And it turns over. Okay, let me see something here. The trim unit is right here. All right, what's up, guys? I missed all of that on video, but I'll just tell you what we did. So trim up was working, but down wasn't working. So these are the two trim solenoids that were replaced a while back. I spliced these in last year, and this was sitting here. This is part of the trim also. So we tried flipping these solenoids, thinking that it would make a difference. Still just up worked. So that meant that the solenoids were good, because if you flip them and then the up doesn't work, that means there's something wrong. Then we flipped these two, and then up on the controls would make the motor go down. So we knew the trim was working. So the power for the trim, there was something wrong there, and we weren't getting any voltage. So I took apart this controls last year to fix. When you went full throttle, it was getting caught up on some wires in there. So now you can see trim up and trim down both work. We still have to adjust the jack plate. Hydraulic steering is completely done. I got to button up all these wires, make everything look pretty, but we are pretty much 99% ready for the water. Now what we're going to do is we're going to drill the holes for our eyelets. So we're going to reuse the ones that came off this boat and put those in. We're gonna use 5200. This is the fast cure stuff. Okay.
I'm gonna buy one.
No, use this. Nice, thank you. So we put the template together. Just use a roll of paper, and we duct taped all the edges just so it doesn't rip. I forgot to do the front, but we ran out of duct tape, so we just gotta be careful in the front. But you want to make sure it's tight with all the seams. That way, when you actually go to cut, see if you step on it with the seams, you want to make sure there's no gap when it pulls in. That way, when you make your actual template and your cut, it'll look really good. All right, so we got our template laid out here. All right, we got it all traced out. We're gonna move the outline, and we're gonna start cutting with, can I see the tool? We're gonna cut with this, a skill, I guess it's a carpet cutter. It's really for anything though, you can cut anything with it. So we're gonna use this. You want to test fit it in the boat. Good. I got a notch back there. And then if they fall into place, I think we're good. Here we had it all laid out. We trimmed it. It fits really nice. Next steps is we're gonna use this roller and roll out the glue up front with it up. And then we're gonna lay it out on there. And then we're gonna work our way all the way back. And then at the end, we're gonna roll it on with this just to make sure that all the glue gets everywhere. I'm not sure how much we're gonna go through, but we have this container of Lawn Seal 400 contact adhesive. That's what this vinyl floor calls for. So let's roll it on. All right, got the vinyl flooring glued in. It looks good. We're gonna put carpet around the outside, but it looks so good. And there's gonna be a bench seat back here, so you won't see the actual back of the boat. Is the Lawn Seal 400 contact adhesive. The key to using this stuff is we rolled up the vinyl flooring, rolled it all up to here, to where I'm standing, and then we peeled it back here. We put the contact adhesive all up front. We rolled it on with a roller, and then what we did is you let it tack up, and then you put the floor down and it starts sticking. And then once it tacks up, then you want to roll it out with some type of foam, like a roller. We used I'll put all the links for the Amazon stuff down below, but you want to roll it out with the rubber roller to make it sit flat and get the corners all done and laid out nicely. But after it starts tacking up, that's when it'll actually start adhering. So don't put it down when it's wet, put it down when it's tacky, and then it'll start sticking. But we got this vinyl flooring. This is the premier vinyl flooring from Boat Outfitters. Go check out Boat Outfitters for this. And then we got the seats. We're gonna show you, we're gonna put them in real quick and show you what it looks like with the seats from Boat Outfitters as well. Gas is hooked up. This is gonna be the first start on the boat since the rebuild. Okay, did this off camera, but we drilled a little hole through and we shoved the old tube down. So we got the speedometer working. I blew some compressed air through really lightly and I saw the gauge moving. So we'll see if that works today. Big day today, boys. We're taking her out. Got the jack plate adjusted. Got my speedometer wire all hooked up, or hose, whatever you want to call it. We are going to work on getting the tack working before we head out. I figured out which wires need to go where. And we're going to run on the hose, see if we can get that working real quick.